I'm Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about ghosts. I know it's been a while since I've done a ghost video, but we've just had an announcement saying that Ghosts Series 3 will be coming out on the 9th of August 2021 and I am so excited. They've also announced we'll be having a Christmas special again, which, the last Christmas special was so good, so I cannot wait to see what they do for this one. Hopefully we get a bit more of Alison's family, if she does have any family. And yeah, I am so unbelievably excited, and they released a promo picture for it, and yeah, I thought it'd be fun to kind of have a look at that and see if we can find any clues to see what will happen in Series 3. If you don't want to hear any kind of possible spoilers or anything from the description of the first episode, then I'll put a timestamp in the description and on screen when I'm talking about it, so you can skip ahead if you don't want to hear about it. So yeah, the first episode of Series 3 involves a historical documentary team coming into Button House and filming and making a documentary. It didn't say exactly about who, but apparently Alison discovers that an assassination attempt was made on one of the ghosts. A lot of people are speculating about who this assassination attempt could be about, and so people have been throwing out the captain, Julian or Humphry. I personally am leaning towards Humphry because photos from filming showed kind of people in Tudory costumes, which is obviously the era that Humphry is from, so we're definitely going to get more from his backstory. So I'm thinking Humphry was assassinated, or he's involved somehow, and I think that'd be amazing. I love Humphry and I think we don't see enough of him, so I cannot wait to see what that episode is going to bring. A good thing about it being a TV crew or a film crew again is that Fanny could be seen on the camera and everything, and we had the amazing scene of Mary directing the people in the movie, so it'd be very interesting to see how they all interact with the camera and the crew again. So yeah, I'm very excited for this episode. It sounds absolutely amazing. Another aspect of this episode is that Mike, is looking for promotion and money, and he kind of begs Alison to do an interview for this documentary. And Alison is apparently afraid of speaking on camera, so she turns to Thomas for help with public speaking and everything. And yeah, I just can't wait to see. It's just not going to end well, and we know that. But I'm so excited, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see the dynamic between Thomas and Alison again going into Series 3. I know there's quite a lot of people who want them to get together again. Don't know how that would work. But yeah, we'll see. I'm very excited. So let's have a look at the photo. So first of all, it's an amazing promo photo. It's just so interesting to look at. So we've got, I'll just pick out some things that I find interesting. So with a few of them, we've kind of got background images in the background of the painting frame. So Julian, we've got Parliament in the background. So we may be looking at his political career, maybe a bit more backstory for Julian. Again, if he is the centre of this assassination plot, then yeah, it could link to that very well. Maybe he was assassinated by somebody he was going up against in terms of something political, whether that be somebody on his own party or somebody from a different party. A lot of people speculate that it's kind of his wife or somebody that he cheated on or cheated with that could be killing him, or yeah, there's so many possibilities with Julian, because we know he died in a sex scandal, but we don't exactly know how, exactly whether it was an accident or intentional. It would be interesting to see more of Julian's political career, because we know he's a terrible, horrible person in terms of politics and everything, so it'd be definitely interesting to see a bit more about that. And yeah, his character is really hilarious anyway, so yeah. This picture also shows his powers as he is pointing and tilting Captain's frame, which yeah, is a lovely addition to it. Very, very funny. Speaking of the Captain, Captain's frame is the only one that isn't straight, which that's definitely intentional in my mind. Hopefully this means an exploration of Captain's sexuality a bit more. Yeah, that'd be very interesting to see him kind of come to terms with himself a bit more, or at least be a bit more open about himself, which would be just very emotional to watch. But yeah, I think that's a great little. It might just be a little joke in the picture, but I don't know, I hope we get to see a bit more the Captain kind of figuring himself out a bit more. One thing I noticed about the Captain's portrait that I haven't seen people talk about is that we've got smoke or gas in the background of the photo. At least that's what I think it is. And a lot of people's theories about Captain could link to like a gas attack or kind of like an explosion. Both of these could just be like about his, you know, kind of career in the war, because obviously we know he was in World War I and World War II. And yeah, so this could just be kind of symbolism to show where he had been. You know, this is about the war, but I think it purposely being like smoke or gas, I think that's intentional in a way to hint that this is linking to his death, because if they wanted to show that he was in the army, they could easily have like army barracks in the background or like a tank or something. So I definitely think this is intentional and that this is linking to his death. I think I'm leaning towards gas or something, like maybe it was an accident, or again, it could be part of the assassination thing. That would be, I never thought of the captain being assassinated, but some people do have a theory that he was killed as a result of his sexuality, which it's gonna be too sad to watch if that's true. But yeah, I just think it's linking to his death, maybe like an accident, someone dropped like a test weapon or something like that. But yeah, very excited to see what that means. So Humphry's frame is incredible. It's cut off at the neck, which is just genius. And it definitely is the portrait that my attention is drawn to first. You know, it's very purposefully done. It definitely catches my attention, so I definitely think he is going to be the focal point of an episode. Yeah, I just think it's a genius way of doing the portrait. And yeah, we're definitely going to see something to do with his backstory. As I said before, like photos showing them in Tudor costumes were, you know, released. And yeah, I just cannot wait. I can't wait. I've seen some people point out the way that Thomas and Kitty are looking at Alison. So looking at Thomas first. So Thomas is like looking longingly at Alison, which, you know, we know he adores her. I definitely think this kind of like one-sided romance will continue, and I think it will remain one-sided. I don't know whether there'll be like a confrontation of any point, or you know, whether this romance will kind of like escalate. So the background in this as well is bookshelves. So again, this could just be linking to Thomas's character. He's a poet, he's a writer. I hope that we kind of get a bit more backstory to Thomas, because all we know about him is a poet and then like how he died. I was thinking maybe they could like find one of his like old poetry collections or something like that, or something he'd written, maybe a diary. That might be quite funny. Something they've found about him, or something that he's written that they could then like maybe like publish, or you know, be like, oh, this is Thomas Thorne, this is something we found, like unreleased, unpublished poetry, as a way to make money. And they have made jokes about Thomas being kind of like a ghost writer, like literally a ghost writer for Alison, or might in order to make money. So yeah, as I said, Kitty is also looking at Alison, so I think we might have, again, it could just be showing that they're just both in love with Alison, which is evident really from the show, but it could also be showing there might be like a fight for her attention at some point, and yeah, she's just kind of in the middle of these two kind of fighting over her. And yeah, I definitely think that's a very reasonable plot point that we could see in Ghosts. And Pat as well has an interesting background. So his is like a campsite, like a tent in a forest, and we haven't really seen much of the forest surrounding Button House, so I'm curious about whether this tent is in the Button House grounds, or whether it's just, again, like this is his character, he was a scout leader. But I think, you know, it's very purposefully done. Again, if they wanted to show him being a scout leader, they could have done something completely different, but I think having this tent in a dark forest definitely kind of indicates that we might get a bit more of a plotline, backstory for Pat. Or maybe like Alison and Mike decide to go camping in the forest surrounding, and then, you know, we maybe meet like something weird in the forest, perhaps a new ghost or something like that. Again, we could see maybe a slight backstory with Pat. Maybe Pat goes camping here and we see like some of the older ghosts interact with it, or something happens to do with his wife maybe, or his child. I don't really know. Yeah, again, it could just be artistic, but I don't know. I like to find meaning in it. Mary also interests me because her portrait is situated right by the fire, and she's not looking scared or anything. Like, she's looking away, but she's not like hiding from it. She's looking at Humphry. So, you know, despite being not right next to this fire, she isn't afraid, where like any mention of fire or smoke or like witch, she's terrified, and there's no like smoke above her head or anything, so it's not like that, you know, reaction that she gets when someone mentions fire. So I'm wondering whether in this series we see her like kind of overcoming her trauma, maybe opening up about what happened to her, like how she died, Maybe not fully, because again, as I said in a previous video, I don't think they'll ever fully kind of have Mary get over it because it's such a massive part of her character, but maybe we might find something out about her as viewers. So another thing we know about series 3 is that the plague ghosts won't be in it, because them being all kind of cramped up in the basement went against COVID guidelines. And speaking of COVID, I do kind of wonder how it will impact kind of how we watch the show, because yeah, I think that the main cast are allowed to be a certain like closeness together. But I'm not sure like how close. I really hope it doesn't impact like kind of like the way we watch the show and kind of closeness of the characters, because the characters are very close. Yeah, I'm just curious about how it will be. I'm sure they've done an amazing job. Yeah, I'm just so excited. Yeah, let me know what you think will happen in series 3. What do you think about these portraits? Because yeah, am I over-analysing this picture? Yes, but it's fun and I'm just so excited. I just wanted to make something ghost related because it's all I've been thinking about since we kind of got the news about it. So yeah, August the 9th. I'm assuming all of it will be released on BBC iPlayer, and if so, I will try and get a kind of first thoughts review out. Yeah, and then probably delve into some more theories if we kind of get more like clues. So yeah, I'm so excited, and I'm sure you all are as well. I've seen people go mad about theories and stuff already, but yeah, these are just my personal ones. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, then give it a like, and if you want more ghosts content, then subscribe. I'll have some more videos out for you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!